We're going to focus on a relaxation within the body. Let's begin at the top of your head. What tension are you holding in your forehead and in your brow that you can gently ask your body to release in this moment? Your eyelids, can you ask them to just release any fluttering you may feel in this moment? The lips, the jaw, the chin, even the teeth. We often forget that we hold tension in places that we're not aware of. Let's just gently ask our body to release that tension that you may be feeling in this moment today before your audition. Scan the shoulders, let them slide down away from the ears, into the chest. Release any tension, any anxiety, any stress, anything you may be holding within your stomach. Let's move down into the hips. See if you can relax any tension, or just gently with your mind ask your body to let it go in this moment. Any tension that you may be feeling in your upper legs, the thighs, just ask your body to gently just release anything in this moment. Anything that you can let go. And if you need to take a breath in and release it with a breath, feel free. Let's move down into the knees, letting yourself sink into wherever you are in this moment. Your calves, any tension that you may be holding in your ankles. You can even maybe give them a little wiggle or a little nudge, and then just see what you can let go in this moment. Without judgment, there's no perfection in this moment. You may not be able to release every single tension that you're holding, and that's okay. And then lastly, the toes. Maybe give them a little wiggle, and then release anything you're holding on to in the toe joints. And then last, let's check the arms. Whether you're standing, sitting, whatever you may be doing in this moment, what can you release in the arms? Maybe give them a little shake, a little gentle shake, all the way down into the fingertips. You could even flick your fingers for a second like you're flicking off rainwater. Release anything that you may be holding on to as much as possible in this moment. Let's take one more breath in, noticing the inhalation coming into your body in this moment now and how it feels differently than it did before, and let that go. Let's visualize the journey to the audition location. So you have all of the things that you need for your audition, and you're taking that journey to get to the building, the studio, the location, the theater that it's going to be held in. Imagine yourself gathering up everything that you need and then taking that journey. Maybe it's by car. Is there traffic? Is it loud? How do you feel in this moment making that journey? Are you walking there? And are you going to pass trees? Are you walking on concrete? Is it bustling around you in the area that you need to journey through to get to the audition point? Visualize yourself arriving at the location of the audition. Now imagine that you're entering the building. Acknowledge any feelings that you may have in this moment. Enter the building and imagine yourself going to the waiting area or maybe the holding room. Perhaps you check in with the monitor, you sign up on the list, you tell them you're here, and then imagine yourself sitting or standing, wherever it may be, and waiting for your turn to go into the audition room. What are you wearing? Have you already changed? Did you go to the changing room and change into your audition attire, or did you wear it there? Are you changing shoes? Imagine what you're wearing to that audition in this moment. How do you feel? Acknowledging those feelings, whatever they may be. Now, let's imagine and visualize that it's your turn to go into the audition room or the audition space where you're going to be seen for this performance that you're about to give. You walk into the door or into the space. You have your book with you, whatever it may be that you need to perform this song for this audition. And just for a split second, take a moment and look around the room as you're walking in. What do you see? Can you take a second to just observe the space? You're greeted by someone in the room, maybe at the table, maybe at the door, or maybe it's the accompanist that's going to duet with you in this performance. You walk over to them, you hand them your music gently on the piano or the keyboard, whatever it may be. You walk them through the roadmap of the duet that you're about to do together. You ask them if there's anything they need, and take a moment to think through how you're going to explain and walk them through what you're about to do so that you're on the same page together. Then you cross over to where you're going to stand for this performance and this audition. Take a moment to connect with the people in front of you, even if it's just for a second. Then when you're ready, visualize yourself dropping into your moment before that you've created, even if it's just for a second or two. And when you're ready, you begin your song. I want you to sing through and visualize now for the next few seconds, yourself performing that entire song in your mind. I'm going to remain here, but I want you to take the space to do it. If you need more time singing through your song, hit pause and then come back when you're ready. You finish the song, you take a breath in a moment, and you're going to respond however they approach you, whatever they say. Perhaps they need something else, perhaps they don't. Perhaps they just say thank you. You walk back over to the piano, retrieve any materials that you left. You say thank you, you give your gratitude for that person that duetted with you in this moment. And then you walk back out of the space. Imagine yourself exiting the room, gathering up your things, or perhaps staying longer if you need to be seen to do a few more other songs or whatnot, sides or whatever else that they need. And imagine yourself completing this moment, this audition. Give yourself a positive affirmation. You just did that. Let's take 3 breaths back in, and we're going to come back into our current state and our current space that you're in right now. Breathe in, breathe out. Breath in, breath out. And one more breath in and breath out. Observe any change or shift you feel after walking through this exercise. And whenever you need, come back to this exercise so that you feel prepared, that you have already been in this moment prior to doing it in person, in real life. Congratulations. And remember that you're always just going to be in the moment for every single audition. And your best in that moment is enough.